Hello students, today we study the first lesson of civics, introduction to our constitution. Let's revise a few things. In the civics textbooks of the previous classes, we saw many reasons why rules are necessary in our lives. We follow norms and rules in order that the activities in the family, our school, our village or city are carried out smoothly. There are no rules in a family. However, there are norms about the behavior of members in a family. There are rules in a school regarding admission, uniform and studies. Different competitions also have their own rules. The administration of our village or city is also carried out in accordance with the rules. Similarly, the administration of our country is carried out through a system of rules. The rules regarding family, school, village or city are limited in a nature, but the rules or provisions about the administration of a country are much wider in scope. We study civics in previous class. We saw many reasons why rules are necessary in our lives. Rules are necessary to ensure smooth conduct of the activity in our lives. Take an example of school. We know the rules of school, that is there is a administration rule. Yes, you have to come in time in school. There is many rules in school. You have to come just like that. You have to come in time in school. Always wear a clean uniform. Your shoes should be a good polish. You have to do your homework in time. You have to obey all rules in school. Respect your teacher, etc. rules are in school. Just like that, the administration of our country carried out through a system of rules. Okay, and the rules regarding family, school, city are limited. There is a limitation of rules in family, school, city. But rules about the administration of a country are much wider in scope. Okay, let's see next the meaning of constitution. The book in which all the provisions regarding the administration of a country are mentioned together in a systematic way is called constitution. It is main point. The book in which all provisions means tartud, regarding administration of the country, the administration provisions regarding the administrations, that is mentioned in a book, and togetherly that is mentioned in book in a systematic way, that is constitution. This makes the constitution of the written document of the provision related to the administration of the country. The constitution is written, it is a written document of a provisions related to administration of the country. Government is established by the representatives elected by the people. Government is established by the representative. We see the before the members of the government is selected by us. We know that in our India the government members are elected by us, and that represent or establish the government, and it is bound to carry out the administration of the country as per the provision of constitution, and that government is bound to carry out to administration. They are bound to carry out the administration of the country as per the provisions. Means they have to do that provisions. They have to do just like as per provision of constitution. The rules and the provisions in the constitution are the basic fundamental law of land. While making laws, the government is bound to follow the constitution. If does not to do so, the judiciary can declare those laws null and void or unconstitutional. Constitution is the fundamental law of land. Constitution is a fundamental law of land. The representative elected by the people are bound to carry out the administration of country as per the provision of constitution. And the judiciary has been given a power. The judiciary has been given to power to declare the law which do not observe the provision of constitution as unconstitutional, means null or void. Okay, next we see provision in the constitution. The provision in the constitution are about different things. Example, EG means example. Citizenships, the rights of citizens, the relationship between the citizens and the state, subjects of the law to be made by the governments, elections, restriction on government, jurisdiction of the state, etc. Almost all countries have accepted the principle of governance according to the constitution. 8. The nature of a constitution of a different countries is the different. There are different history of social structures, cultural, traditional, etc. between the countries. Similarly, their needs and objective also might be different. Each country tries to create constitution that is not only suited to its need and objective but also is in tune with its distinct nature. The provision in the constitution contains provision regarding the citizenship, the rights of citizens, relation between citizens and state, power of jurisdiction, restriction on the powers of the government, restriction of the powers, restriction on government means condition on government. That means the government also obey the conditions. Okay, elections, etc. The principle of governance according to the provision of the constitution is accepted by all countries. Almost all countries obey that constitution. Each constitution is distinct in nature as it as it created to suit its needs and objective, and due to the difference in history, social structure and cultural traditional. There is a difference in social structure, culture, traditional. Every country have different social structure, culture, traditional. Take an example of in South Africa, there is a different nature, different culture. That means they are not just like a Indian. That means there is a different in needs, objective. Their culture is also different. Our need, objective, rules are not suitable for that people. So the South Africa is have their different needs, different objectives. Okay, understand that each country tries to create. That's why that country tries to create a constitution that is not only suited to its need, objective, but also is in tune its distinct nature. Here we complete provisions in the constitution.